It took more than 2 years to prepare and less than a week to be suspended. An exhibition portraying the historical ties of the Jewish people with Israel has been postponed by UNESCO because of concerns that it might endanger the Middle East process. The decision, motivated by pressure from Arab countries, has caused international outrage. It should have opened on the 20th of January. It's now been pushed back to June. An exhibition tracing the 3,500-year relationship between Jews and Israel remained closed to the public out of concern that it might harm renewed Middle East peace talks.
What is the Arab group talking about? How can this harm a peace process? I mean, we're for the peace process. And if a peace process means that one has to recognize the mutual rights of two peoples to that land, that has nothing to do with this exhibition.
Despite several delays and modifications, the exhibit's content was still deemed too offensive. 22 Arab countries wrote to UNESCO's director, Irina Bokova, urging her to delay the event less than 1 week before its opening.
Mrs. Bokova's decision hurts everyone. Firstly, it hurts UNESCO because it shows it is neither objective, credible or neutral. It hurts Arab countries because it shows that they are unwilling to compromise.
Meeting in Paris and Los Angeles, members of a Jewish NGO, the Simon Wiesenthal Center, staged a joint press conference to express their outrage.
There is a Jewish narrative. That narrative did not start in 1945 or 48 with the end of the Nazi Holocaust. It goes back 3,500 years. It's not a political football, it's a historic fact. So the surprise and the bitter disappointment here was the failure of the top leadership of UNESCO to do what it should have done, stand up for its own values.
Controversy centers on the Jewish claim to Israel as their holy land. Palestinians reject such an idea, but it's gaining momentum beyond Israeli borders.
As a supporter of the Jewish people, I see no reason why Jews cannot be so proud of their history, and so that we can all enjoy that story as well.
World leaders have called upon UNESCO to go ahead with the exhibit, co-organized with the Simon Wiesenthal Center. The NGO wants to shift the focus away from politics.
Our exhibition is a history of people, the 3,500-year relationship between the Jewish people and the land of Israel. The land of Israel does not mean the state of Israel. It is a biblical expression, Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, which really does not have geographical contours. And I would like to add here that this problem became aggravated for all of us, and not just for Jews, after Palestine entered UNESCO.
In a bid to ease tensions, UNESCO has vowed to hold a special ceremony to commemorate victims of the Holocaust. But many Jews also want the institution to honor their entire history, and not just that starting from 1948. Jews around the world are seeing UNESCO's decision as a denial of their history. Many feel let down by the educational institution, which they say has put politics before policy. I'm Christina Okello for JN1 in Paris.